Let us discuss attachments on typical rib. Head of typical rib provides attachment to radiate ligament. Head of typical ribs are also related to costal pleura. Pleura is a membrane that lines the lung. Crust of head. This is crust of head part. Crust of head provides attachment to intra-articular ligament of the costovertebral joint. Attachments on the neck of typical rib. Posterior surface of the neck provides attachment to inferior costotransverse ligament. Superior border of the neck provides attachment to superior costotransverse ligament. And the lateral part of the tubercle of the typical rib provides attachment to the lateral costotransverse ligament. So posterior part of the neck provides attachment to inferior costotransverse ligament, superior border provides attachment to superior costotransverse ligament, and lateral non-articular part of the tubercle of the typical rib provides attachment to lateral costotransverse ligament. Now let us discuss attachments on the shaft of typical ribs. In this diagram I have drawn external intercostal muscle. As you can see in this diagram I have drawn two ribs. This is sternum, this is vertebrae. External intercostal muscle originates from the lower border of the rib above the space. So it originates from the lower border of the rib above the space, and this muscle is inserted over the outer lip of the upper border of the rib below the space. External intercostal muscle extends from the tubercle of the rib towards the costochondral junction. The fibers of the external intercostal muscles are directed downward, forward and medially. Downward, forward and medially. So external intercostal muscle originates from the lower border of the rib above the space, and this muscle is inserted on the upper border of the rib below the space. Its outer lip. This is outer lip. This is inner lip. This is outer lip of the upper border of the rib. External intercostal muscle beyond the costochondral junction extend in the form of external intercostal membrane, which is attached to the sternum. Internal intercostal muscle originates from the floor of the costal groove of rib above the space, and this muscle is inserted on the inner lip of the superior border of the rib below the space. So this muscle originates from the floor of the costal groove above the space, and this muscle is inserted on the inner lip of the rib below the space. Fibers of internal intercostal muscle runs downward, backward and laterally. Downward, backward and laterally. So fibers of external intercostal muscles and fibers of internal intercostal muscles lie at right angle to each other, as external intercostal fibers are directed downward, forward, medially, and internal intercostal muscle fibers are directed backward and laterally. So both these fibers lie at right angle to each other. Internal intercostal muscle extends from the angle of the rib towards the sternum. Beyond the angle of the rib, this muscle extends in the form of internal intercostal membrane. Now let us discuss attachments of the transversus thoracis muscle that include sternocostalis, subcostalis, intercostalis and timi muscle. Sternocostalis muscle originates from the posterior surface of the body of the sternum, posterior surface of the xiphoid process, and this muscle also originates from the lower 3 to 4 costal cartilages of true ribs. As these are true ribs and I have drawn costal cartilages, you can see sternocostalis muscle originates from lower 3 to 4 costal cartilages and is inserted on the costal cartilage of 2nd to 6th rib. Subcostalis muscle originates from the inner surface of the rib near the angle. If angle is present at this level, so subcostalis muscle originates from the inner surface of the rib near the angle, and this muscle is inserted over the inner surface of the ribs 2 to 3 ribs below, on the inner surface of the 2 to 3 ribs below. Intercostalis intimi muscle or innermost intercostalis muscle originates from the middle to fourth of the ridge above the costal groove, and this muscle is inserted over the inner lip of the rib below the space. So innermost intercostalis muscle originates from the ridge of the costal groove and is inserted on the inner lip of the upper border of the rib below the space. Fibers of sternocostalis, subcostalis and intercostalis intimi muscle are directed backward and laterally, same as that of internal intercostal muscle. Sternocostalis muscles are present on the anterior part of the intercostal spaces. Innermost intercostal muscles are present on the middle part of the intercostal spaces, and subcostalis muscles are present at the posterior part of the intercostal spaces.